Hey Warriors!
I'm Nathan Chen.
And I'm Chloe Kim.
And we're gold medalists.
And our girls' swim team are region medalists.
Congrats, girls.
Want a chance to become a published writer in a magazine? Submit to Scripto.
Scripto is Weber High's very own literary magazine that showcases some of the best essays, short stories, and poems written by you.
All submissions need to be in by the 18th of February. You can find the QR code for the submission form hung up all around the school.
This week is a Valentine's edition of Warrior TV.
Gabe and Colby are going to tell us about teachers' most memorable dates.
Valentine's Day is here. Could be the best day of the year, but for most, it's the worst. So, in these trying times, we asked the teachers around you what their most memorable dates were. Because they're in high school, and so are you. Let's see what they said.
Prom night, 1987. My head turned to the left, her head turned to the left, and we went in for the kiss. But I had been nervous, and I was a little fidgety. And as soon as we went in for the kiss, the porch light went on. Needless to say, I didn't get a kiss that night.
Probably the best way that I asked someone on a date. We coordinated with her brother and created a sign that said, "I would be a wiener if you didn't go to prom with me." And when she answered the door, we threw hot dogs at her. She went to the dance with me.
Okay, well, my most memorable date was in high school. And we went to this restaurant, and I wanted to be like cool and like try something new. And so I got this like fancy soup, and it had mushrooms in it, and I hate mushrooms. And I ate it, and I threw up a little bit in my napkin, and then I went to the bathroom and like died in there. So yeah, that was throwing up in front of your date. Don't do it, guys. Avoid that at all costs.
I grew up in Seattle area, and so one of my favorite dates was we went on a little boat out on the Puget Sound, and about 10 couples, and we had a little dance on the boat. And it was really cool because we were going around and dolphins were jumping on the side. Anyway, that was fun.
Can I take this? Yeah, go ahead. The most memorable one, I wouldn't say it was my favorite, but it definitely stood out to me, was my freshman year at Utah State. We had this class that was, it was called University Survival, just this introductory to college class that was, you pass if you show up, and introduce all of your peers in your group to the entire class. So there was a girl who I thought was pretty cute. Now's my chance. I gotta go for it. So I decided to put her under some pressure, and I stood up and I introduced everybody and I called her out. This is Angela, or whatever. I don't remember what her name was. And if you ever watch this, sorry, not sorry. But I said, this is Angela, and I think she's pretty cute and she should go out with me this weekend. And she didn't, and I don't think I ever went back to the class. And that was it.
So those were the most memorable dates our teachers had to offer. So students, have fun with that special someone, and for the rest of us, I'm sorry.
Need some help getting a date in the first place?
Here are a few pickup lines sent to you guys, to us.
I got to complain to Spotify for you not being this week's hottest single.
In America, because of you, I'm free.
Did your license get suspended for driving all these guys crazy?
Hey, baby. My doctor says I'm lacking vitamin U. Are you Little Caesar's Pizza? Because you're hot and I'm ready.
I'm learning about important dates in history. Want to be one of them?
I would say God bless you, but it looks like he already has.
You're hotter than my PC after 10 hours of Minecraft.
Do you like Wonder Vaccine? Because, baby, you light up my world like nobody else.
Oh! Are you a parking ticket? Because you've got a fine written all over you.
Are you a bank loan? Because you've got my interest.
Here's $100. The police told me to pay the fine.
Thanks for all your submissions.
Now let's take it to our sports/love experts.
Welcome, love pupils.
For we are your new teachers.
And today's lesson is on etiquette. So sit down.
Pull out a notepad.
And pay attention, for you have just entered the love zone.
So, what do you like to do for fun?
I like to play soccer.
Oh, really? What position do you play?
I play forward.
Oh, really? You look like a keeper to me. Did you hear that one?
Okay, so like my favorite color is blue, but it's not just like any blue. It's like, it's not an offset of blue or this blue. It is like navy blue, but it can't be too much of that navy blue. It has to have some like light blue with.
20 minutes later.
Ocean's also the color blue, which is also the color of like a blue whale, and that is like my favorite animal. So what do you think about those sports guys?
Oh man, I think they're great. They got the comedic value, they've got the quality, they just got it all, you know. I had a really great time tonight. Oh. I had a really great time tonight.
Me too.
Maybe we should stick to sports.
Agreed.
I thought it was an excellent segment.
Nope. Back to the anchors.
Thanks, sportsmen.
Now that you guys know how to get in a relationship,
Here's some relationship advice.
Warriors, it's me, Walker, and today is a Valentine special. And well, since my track record of relationships and love lives is that of the Titanic, an absolute failure, a disaster, and a misguided hope of happiness, I thought I would ask you guys, the high schoolers at Weber High, for some help, since everybody knows a high schooler is the best at keeping a stable relationship. So come with me, maybe relax, cry a bit, and who knows? Let's go.
So I am very lonely and sad around Valentine's Day. What would you say to somebody like me to not have that happen to them?
Chocolate? I don't know. Chocolate something?
Wow. Yeah. Good sir, friend, I'm in desperate
Need of relationship advice?
What is your wise words? Don't. Yeah, that's a point. So, since I am very sad and lonely, what are some tips that I could maybe not be such a sad, lonely little boy for Valentine's Day?
Talk to women.
You serious?
Just go and talk to him.
Are you sure about that?
Well, Warriors, see you next time. Don't drink too much ice cream, and don't eat too much tears. Bye.
what a great time to be alone.
I love being single on Valentine's Day.
But it hasn't always been like this.
Let's learn about the history behind the Day of Love.
Valentine's Day, the day of excessive affection. Now, as with all ancient traditions, the history of Valentine's Day is very vague. It is probably either made up of a combination of different events or none of the events at all. That said, here are some proposed theories for the history of Valentine's Day. The Roman Emperor Claudius II decided that single men made better soldiers than those with wives and family. Therefore, he outlawed marriage for young men. Saint Valentine decided that that was not a good thing, obviously, and he defied him and continued to perform marriages for young lovers behind his back. When Valentine was found out, he was promptly put to death. Some think that while Valentine was in prison, he fell in love with a young girl who visited him during his confinement. Before he was killed, it was said that he wrote her a letter signed from your Valentine. There are many other variations of the Valentine origin story, and whether you believe them or not, thank these past events for creating the holiday we all know and love, no pun intended, today. Hope you have a good Valentine's.
Now that we know Not everyone loves this holiday.
One of the skeptics is our very own Aiden.
Let's see what he thinks.
I don't like it. It's fine, but I just don't care for it. First things first. You can't do that. First things first. Cupid. He's a baby, and then he shoots people with arrows of love, I guess. Yeah. Chocolate. Also Valentine's Day. I don't know what's so good about chocolate. It's just more sugar. 3 cards. Cheesy. Advertisements. Also, say Valentine's Day. I don't like advertisements. Flowers. They smell. Lonely people don't really have a part in this, but there's not much I can do for them, and I'm amongst them. 3, to top it all off. Double homicide. That's apparently how it was started, thanks to the Romans. See you next week.
February is also Black History Month.
Weaver's Empowering Women Club is putting on a creative arts event in the small gym on February 17th from 4 to 5:30.
There will be art, slam poetry, a speaker, and music.
That's it for this week's show.
Thanks so much for watching.
Next week, we'll be creating artificial endorphins just to feel something.
And eating half of every chocolate and heart-shaped box I bought for myself.
See ya!